How we all doing? My heart keeps like pounding and nothing's even happened yet. It's just pure anticipation for whatever's gonna happen. Hello, I'm Michelle from Overly Animated, and today we are going to be looking at the last two episodes of Infinity Train Book 3, episodes 9 and 10. I'm so nervous for whatever is coming. But before we get into watching that stuff, it is time for one last round of Theory Corner. I know everyone's as excited about this as I am. Again, just like, I'm going to put timestamp if you want to skip this stuff. Like, I understand. This is a lot, but this show, unlike any other, just gets me thinking about literally everything, and it has been on my mind for so long now. We've just got to do this. I got a lot of comments from you guys, even more than the first video, which was absolutely amazing. I did read all of them again, even though there were many more than before, and I was again very blown away by everything you guys had to say, so thank you so much for that. It's literally the best feeling getting feedback, and I hope that can continue even if this season ends. You know, there's always going to be more stuff to talk about, and hopefully it's not the end of the show, so the conversation can keep moving. So the first thing I wanted to address was this comment about Hazel and how she relates to Ulrich. It pointed out a lot of things I hadn't really picked up on initially. All of Hazel's Britishness. I mean, I think at this point it makes more sense that Hazel probably got a lot of her catchphrases, the fact that she knows about ballroom dancing, because she has some of Ulrich's memories, potentially. The fact that Hazel really like latches onto Amelia immediately and is just like so warm to her and so like sure that Amelia's a good person and has this special place in her heart already for Amelia seems to indicate also that she probably has some of Ulrich's memories, and this person pointed that out. I think it makes way more sense, honestly, than the initial theory that Amelia was just like teaching her British stuff as a mom. So I really love that, and I thought it was really smart that you put all that stuff together so quickly. And I love it. I mean, it makes perfect sense, and honestly, if Hazel doesn't leave the train, I hope that her and Amelia have a closer relationship, because I think, like, that would be such a beautiful way of, you know, Amelia trying a lot of things that didn't work out and acknowledging that those things didn't work out, but for have this one thing that she didn't expect to actually be able to kind of give her some of that closure that I don't think she necessarily needs anymore. She seems to have moved past, like, she's accepted Ulrich's death, but if Hazel kind of has some of his memories and they can have like a new bond that's different from her bond with Ulrich, but still isn't kind of in relation to it through Hazel having his memories, that just would feel so beautiful in a way. If Hazel wants to be on the train, I really hope she can be on the train with Amelia. I think they both could learn so much from each other, and that would be really sweet. So that's honestly one of my new, like, really big, like, wish list things for Hazel and Amelia to form, like, a new bond together. That would be such a glimmer of hope in the darkness that has been a lot of the things that have happened so far in the season. So I love that theory. Thank you for pointing it out. It's just, I love it. It's so good. Thank you. Moving back into the train discourse for a minute. I promise I don't want to spend too long on this. I know it was a super hot take last time, and a lot of you gave me really great feedback, and I appreciated all of that. Thank you so much. The feedback I got that super blew my mind out of everything I read from you guys last time is from Gillagamer MC. They posted, I don't think I can like put the whole thing on here, but I'll give you like the first chunk, and please go check that out on the last react video. They detailed so many things that made so much sense, and it was so nice to have somebody so specifically articulate for me like a lot of things like I'd been wondering about but hadn't necessarily framed in the way that they were. And it was so good, it made so much sense. So I just like want to call them out and be like, this is great. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this. It makes theorizing about the show way more fun. It was really well done. So the thing that struck me most about this commentary that they gave is the idea that Wan Wan has like multiple things going on with him that make his job very difficult, but more empathizable potentially than I was initially giving Won-Won credit for. The way they phrased it was essentially that Won-Won has two complementing personalities, right? There's like happy Won and sad Won. And on top of that, he also has like a will of his own. Like he is able to make decisions outside of necessarily how the train might think of things. And that's like super interesting. And I think we've seen a lot of evidence for that in the show. But on top of that, he is also programmed to some extent to take on this role of the conductor. And that role locks him in to not being able to reverse certain decisions that are directly aligned with the train's agenda. That's such an interesting way to look at this character. And it really does complicate Won-Won's objectives in the show. And again, this person goes to a lot of detail about giving examples of how Won-Won interacts with passengers in the first two books and how those experiences are very different, but also reflective of how he's trying to use his own will to make the best decisions he can while also kind of still being forced into the things his program demands that he does. They kind of summarize that at one point by saying Won-Won has a personality that helps him to find the most humane ways to ensure the train's original objective, but he can't and won't oppose the train itself and what the train is there to do. And I think that's the perfect summary of Won-Won from what we've seen up to this point. And I completely agree. I understand that it came off as a little simplistic to just say like, Won-Won sucks. Look at all the sketchy stuff he's doing. Like there is a lot of nuance here. And I think how you look at him as a character really depends on like how much you are putting weight into his personality and the decisions he seems to be able to make on his own versus the things that align more with the train and the problematic nature of the train. Like both those things exist. And I think it's what makes him such an interesting character. And I just love this whole paragraph commentary. Like, please go look it up. So much good evidence there. And I just like really appreciate this person for posting it because it really did make me reevaluate some of my hot takes on Won-Won. Okay, now we're going to get into the train discourse because I know I said like Won-Won and the train are the same thing. And to an extent that's true, but I feel like Won-Won might have a little more leeway here than the train does. Again, I wrote down a bunch of notes. I'm gonna try to make this as clear and straightforward as possible. This is just my opinion. This is just where I'm coming from. Feel free to disagree, but this is probably my last chance I'm gonna give myself to talk about the train in 2020, and so I'm gonna just get it all out here, and I hope you can bear with me while I do it. So there were a lot of comments on the last video about the train. And while there wasn't like a clear consensus, it seemed like pretty much everyone was saying that the train isn't evil because it's a machine, which I totally get. And some of the comments range from saying like, well, the train's not neutral, but it's like a chaotic neutral. It's like not pure neutral, but it's still like in the realm of like having good intentions and not being so clear cut as just like a bad train. There are other people saying like, oh, well, it's morally gray. You know, it's not bad, but it's not good either. It's like somewhere in the middle, which I also understand. Like, both of those takes, I think, are 100% fair and are very aligned with a lot of things we've seen the train do so far. But I want to say that's not how I see the train. And again, this is a personal opinion. I'm gonna try to tackle this from my perspective, and then you guys can let me know what you think after all this. So the idea that the train is just a machine. I sat on this for a bit thinking about how to respond because like, even though my gut was screaming like, no, that's not true, like I didn't initially have like a way to articulate why I doubted that. But since I've had a week, I'm here now and I'm ready. And we're gonna get into it. Okay. So the idea that the train is just a machine, maybe, but it occurred to me that we don't actually know that's true. There is the assumption that the train, like Won-Won, is working off of like a program that someone put in the train that is making it do all these decisions. And I see the argument that, like, because it's being programmed to do these things, it's not doing them intentionally and therefore can't be held as responsible because it's just a train. But my question to that is, like, do we know it's just a train? Do we know that anyone made it? Has there been any definitive proof that someone made this train? Could this train not be a magical sentient train that is just picking people up because it wants to, and it believes in its mission and is calling its own shots? Like, it's not a normal train, it's a magic train. Couldn't it be in control of its own train self? I honestly think that's in play. I think at this point, it is honestly a 50-50 between somebody made the train and programmed it to do what it wanted based off of its own perception of, like, how train therapy should work for passengers, or the train is just a magical train that just created itself, maybe. Honestly, for me, looking at both those two sides of this, what my argument for this really came down to, and I had to do, like, a lot of soul searching on this, but what I eventually came to was that, to me, the question then became, does it matter if the train has sentience, essentially, for its decisions to be called good or bad objectively? And I would say no, honestly. I don't think you need sentience to do things that are incredibly dangerous and life-threatening and messed up, frankly. I think in this case, actions speak the loudest, regardless of intent. And I want to be clear with you guys, like, I didn't say, like, the train was evil because, like, I didn't appreciate the nuance of what the show was doing with the train. I think Infinity Train as a show has always been really, really good at giving everybody heaps of nuance. I feel like everyone's got shades of gray, and that's very much a core of the show, to complicate these things in a way that says there aren't any clear-cut answers to these questions. And I love that. I do think that's one of the strengths of the show. But, and again, this is personal opinion, but for me, to use the argument that the train is just a machine in order to be like, well, it didn't intend to, like, hurt people. It wanted to help them. It's a helping train that went about it a little too forcefully. To me, that dismisses the real harm that this train poses for all of humanity. Its influence and power are so huge, I can't, like, ignore that. Like, this train, if the criteria for this train is that you are a human being on this earth with a problem, and that's all it needs to scoop you up and potentially irrevocably change your life forever, that's pretty terrifying. That means literally anybody on earth could succumb to this train. And that's such a huge power of influence that there's too much power. The train needs to answer for that. To me, that's because actions speak louder than intentions, right? The train intends to be helping you. The train intends to, like, you know, it sees you not wanting to confront real problems in your life, and it takes you in to give you, like, that push you need to be a better person. That is the intention of the train. I get that, but I think the execution is really what we have to actually go on, because the execution is where all the problems come from and where people's lives are just in jeopardy because of this train. So to me, the actions of the train oversee the good intentions of the train, because whatever your intentions, I feel like what you actually do is the most important thing. And I think the actions of the train are a lot more negative than the intentions of the train. So I'm judging it based on its actions, and I feel that it's incredibly important to hold this train accountable for what it's doing with passengers, because it has such an influence on their life, right? Like, you get through your problem, the problem the train has decided you have, you get your number down, you get to go home, and it has impacted your life in a positive way. That is literally the best case scenario. I don't know what the worst case scenario is. I don't know if we've seen the worst case scenario, but I do think we're seeing pretty close to what could be a version of a worst case scenario. Amelia has been locked on this train for most of her life. She probably will never be able to leave it, even though she is trying to make amends. She's never gonna see anyone she knew outside the train ever again. Like, Simon and Grace mostly grew up on this train. They've been there almost half their lives, it seems like. And who's to say that this train has helped them be better people? I think in a lot of ways, like, the structure of the train and the confusion around what the train's supposed to be there to do for them has allowed them to kind of fall into worse tendencies. So I'm not trying to say like the train is just straight up evil and bad. Like I am very aware of the nuance of the train and I appreciate it for being there, but I just worry that if we spend too much time on all the ways the train has been trying to help, or all the ways that the train is just a machine and can't be evil because it's a train, I think that really loses out on the very huge impact and power this train seems to have in the world of this show. And I just needed to say my piece on it because nobody seems to hate the train as much as me. And I understand why that is. You guys have given a lot of really good points. It is really complicated and it is very nuanced, but I feel like sometimes making things complicated and nuanced means that you don't want to commit to having a strong opinion. And I do have a strong opinion on the train, so there it is. Last train rant of the year. I hope, because I feel like every time I talk about the train, I lose 1 year of my life for every minute of discourse I go into, and I don't love it, but I always feel compelled. So thank you for dealing with that. We're gonna move on now. Okay, here we go. Episode 9, the origami car. Let's get into it. I'm still shaking. I'm so nervous. Grace is still sleeping. Girl. Okay, so is he gonna pretend he just doesn't know anything and use her her doing that against her? Oh.
I've been doing a lot of thinking.
Oh, Grace.
Surprising to see that our friend Hazel is a denizen.
Oh, God.
Just to remind you, you do have a time limit. From what I understand, Hazel will be a danger to any car she enters.
Mm-hmm.
I have a group counting on me to keep them safe.
That's true.
We don't leave Apex behind.
Yes, you're making the bridge.
Hazel?
We're accepting denizens now.
I don't want to go with you.
Oh. Because of Simon.
Work on the denizen thing.
I'm not going with you.
The kids might hurt her
You
too.
said the Apex is supposed to be great.
Oh.
Why are you all so scared of me?
Wow. Wow, Simon! Jesus!
Amelia?
She makes a good point.
Stuff about me I don't. I want to go.
Yes! The team up!
Alone.
Yeah. Amelia, you have a child now.
Doing here is my
Accept
job.
it.
An inventor, an engineer, a smack-
And now a mama.
Grace and Simon weren't either.
That's true. A lot can
I
change.
promised to take care of myself.
Oh, come on, Amelia.
Suppose you're worth studying.
You got her, girl. She's your kid now.
The pulse will be hitting.
I can't believe Hazel's not gonna be with Grace anymore. Oh, Grace really wants her to stay with them. I'm shocked this is happening so soon. Now Simon's with Grace alone. Good luck, Grace. This is so stressful. Oh my God. Hazel's so stoic now, and look at Grace crying. I'm so scared for Grace. I'm so scared for Grace. Simon's gonna pull rank on her, isn't he? Look at him! Oh my God. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Simon's all detached and just thinking about himself and how angry he is. Look at him. Oh my God.
Things are back to normal.
Now they're both trying to just manipulate each other. This is rough.
Like it's supposed to be.
He sounds so creepy.
Hazel holding us back.
Oh my God, this is such a shift
Feeling really good.
from first episode.
Things are right in the world.
Why do you keep grabbing her?
Hazel was our friend, and you wrote her off like she was nothing.
I was your friend first.
Whoa, what?
What?
Did he put her? No! No! No, he put her in her memories. Oh my god. This is so scary. Okay, so two things. Like, on a show level, I like this because now we finally get more backstory. Thank God for that. They thought that through. That's all really good, but the other side of this is, like, this means, like, based on what we know about Tulip and what happened to her when she was in the cat car in book 1, Grace's body is, like, she's not conscious right now. And her body being, like, her not being in control of her body in a car with Simon alone when he's this mad at her is so life-threateningly dangerous for her. I am absolutely terrified. Oh my god. I'm, like, really hoping he doesn't do anything to her when she's in her own thoughts, but, like, I'm worried he's, like, currently tying her up or dragging her to, like, an Apex jail, and it's just it's so scary. Oh my god. Okay, I'm excited for Grady's backstory, though, so we're gonna watch this.
Home?
This is a dance class with those girls she was talking about, which is... Okay, her parents. This looks like a hard memory for her. Baby Grace. Ice cream parlor? Oh, the one the other girls didn't invite her to. Oh. Oh, she's trying.
You were right. Chloe should smile until her parents can afford to get her braces.
Oh no! So she, like, yeah, she manipulated them to fight to make herself feel better that they weren't accepting her.
Look at you.
I wanted to try a different look.
Aww.
Julie. Molly. Jacob.
Why don't they have bodies? What?
Take her to a movie or something.
Are those, like, all her servants or something? Oh, Grace. Okay, she's at a... I'm not sure.
I'm sorry to tell you,
Police
your daughter
station.
was caught with a stolen bracelet from Blassie.
Oh, Grace. So she does have friends?
Obviously mistake.
I'm sorry.
Just stay quiet and we'll fix this.
It's
absurd to think that our Grace would need to steal.
Our Grace. We gave her guidance, we gave her morals.
I just wanted to be noticed.
Oh, yeah. Makes a lot of sense. So the train picked her up when she was that young, too. The decor of this train is really interesting. But again, the train's meant to entice you to go on it without giving you an understanding of why it's there and what's going to happen to you once you go in. I really do hate that aspect of the train, that it makes itself look so interesting.
Wasted in the real world.
He's there too?
Gave you a chance to go somewhere you'd be respected.
He's in her memory? Okay, I didn't see that coming. I guess that's a little better than him being alone with her unconscious body, but I wonder... Yeah, she's like, Simon, why are you doing this? I'm sure he's going to tell us, but it's just like... Is Simon still trying to reason with her in his own creepy Simon logic way? I don't know.
Simon, are you doing this?
Yeah, he's doing it. The pumpkin car where Amelia found her. The steward? A steward? What? Okay. Oh, it's the conductor. Oh my god. Her memory of this is way cooler than the conductor in a blanket. That's how she saw the number. Okay. Okay. She makes it look so much cooler in her memory.
Never thought I'd get to see the conductor with my own eyes.
Oh my god, Simon. It's Amelia, dude.
It makes sense again.
It doesn't make sense, Simon.
Not right.
Yeah, that's not right. Yes! Ah! Oh my god, Amelia's outfit looks so derpy like this. Just like, boop, it's a little blanket. It's a little blanket robot. Oh my god. I'm never gonna get over this blanket thing. It's so funny. Oh my god. So Grace is able to control her memories in her dreams, which I guess Tulip could have done too. It's just really interesting to... Grace is taking control of her memories. It's really nice to see.
No, I saw it before you came in here. This is fake.
Simon, it's not fake.
Are real until you don't like them, then they're fake?
That's right.
Amelia's lies to trick me.
What the
She was
what?
lying, just like the cat lied
You
to
think
me.
everyone lies to you? Don't you see that as a...
Lied to me.
Oh my god,
Everyone
Simon.
lies to me.
So Grace seeing Simon. She's with the cat. Oh, it was through a box. Yeah, she's just trying to save herself. I mean, can you blame her? Grace. So Grace is older than Simon. That's part of why he probably looks up to her. I mean...
You saved me.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I did.
Grace. Grace is like, okay, I'm just a kid too.
It's scary here, but you're fine now.
Wow, it's kind of like, I don't know, how little Grace is interacting with little Simon. It's like, she already knows she has to sort of like reassure somebody else and help them feel okay. Like, it's a very... I don't want to say like it's a very maternal thing to do, but it's just like she's taking account of Simon's fear and she's trying to put him at ease, and that's like a labor she is providing for him, I'll just say. And maybe she has been doing that labor her whole life.
How'd you get it so high?
Oh.
I'm like really good at the train.
Grace! Oh, so that's where it came from. They really didn't know what they were doing. Oh my god.
No, you didn't.
I kind of hate this, seeing this. It's...
Gave us a chance to save people like
Oh,
you.
man.
You don't have to be scared anymore.
Stick together.
Oh my god.
It's nice to know I wasn't the only one you lied to.
Simon, get over yourself.
Just won't tell Simon, okay? He doesn't need to know.
The one time she's lied to you? I mean, come on, dude. Yeah, it's more complicated than that. And is he leaving her alone now? I'm so scared.
Explain. But you would have killed her.
Yeah.
But look, I'm sorry. Is that what you want to hear? Will that word fix it?
Will that word fix it?
Painful.
I didn't want it to be like this. I liked what we had, but you...
Oh my god. But you made me do it. This framing is just so scary. Watching this is so scary. I'm so scared for Grace. So we're almost done with this episode. If the reason we got into so much backstory with Simon was to like complicate him before we make him pretty straightforwardly evil now, like I understand that. It's just like, again, I like can't with Simon anymore. This is just too terrifying.
You made me do it.
The things he's saying is so twisted. No, she didn't. She didn't betray you. This is, I get that this is his trauma talking and how he thinks about the cat, but like, this is so messed up. Is he gonna leave her like this forever? Oh my god. See, this was what I was afraid of! He can't be alone with her body. I really hate this. I can't imagine they're gonna wrap this up in one episode. I'm already so tired. Oh my god, Grace's hand! Like, I can't even have a strong reaction anymore. I'm so bent out of shape. There's like nothing left to say. I'm just so tired. And I need for this to be over. Oh my god. Amelia, you need to come back and fix this girl. Everyone needs you right now. Simon's too dangerous. Last one, here we go. This is so messed up. Grace, can you confront this and get out of your memories the way Tulip did? That's what I'm hoping happens. Grace.
I don't want to go with you.
It's okay, we can work on the denizen thing.
Thing?
Part of I'm not going with you. Don't you understand? You tried to control me. Just like you control the Apex.
Whoa.
To hurt you.
You killed Tuba. You killed
She feels responsible for Tuba.
Simon!
He didn't come up with the idea to wield denizens on his own. It's your fault she's gone.
These are all her internal thoughts. I mean,
You're scared.
wow.
Cowardly coward.
This is a lot of self-talk happening right now.
Worst of all, when you have the chance to make it right.
What?
I can't believe
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no.
Simon instead of being on it.
She had to think of a strategy, but like, yeah, I get that she's blaming this.
All about numbers, the conductor, denizen.
I mean, that's true, but
And you know it.
she can change. Yeah, it's true, but she can change.
I'm afraid of disappointing others, of not being enough.
Oh, Grace.
I did everything to avoid being alone.
Whoa.
And it's exactly how I ended up.
Oh my god. We got her backstory, okay.
I'm so sorry, Hazel. You deserve better.
Wow.
Good luck, Grace.
Wow, look at her. She is like confronting it straight on. The train must be so happy right now. Oh my god, she did it. Okay, girl, you gotta save everyone now. It's on you and Amelia. Just pull it out. Oh god. Oh god, that's so gross. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I hate the street so much. Oh. Good job though, Grace. You confronted your stuff and you're out of your own mind. Do you have to do origami to get out? I guess.
Are you okay?
She's looking at the denizens like creatures now, not as nothing. So she knows the way Simon went. They're not there. Simon took them somewhere else. Maybe to destroy Amelia because he really hates her. Down with the false conductor. Oh my god. Simon's gonna treat all the kids as soldiers in an army. I hate it, but it makes a lot of sense. Oh, his gross book.
That's as far as you go, boy.
Void? He made a new word to ostracize her. Ah, this stuff moves so fast. Jeez. Oh, poor Grace.
What's a void?
Lucy's like, I don't know.
Simon told us everything.
Lucy,
Simon!
Oh,
The boy infiltrated the car!
they were hiding from her. Oh no, this is so terrible. Come on, Grace. You're so good at managing people. What? Okay. Show, this isn't fair. I am so tired right now. I am so emotionally drained. You've put me through so many things this month. And then you just throw Simon in this outfit sitting like on this chair in this manner, and his number's crazy, and he has like a Captain Hook cloak on, and it's so insane, and it's so stupid but so terrifying, and I'm like, I don't have the energy to react to it, but it's so bad. I hate this. I need this show to end. I need to be able to get my sanity back. Simon, again, even though it's like, oh, like, Simon's such a terrible person, it's like, they gave him this cool outfit. Why would you do that? Why would you try to nuance this so much that, like, you make him look stupid cool when he's so dangerous and can do so much harm right now? Like, I don't have the emotional capacity for this. Ugh. Okay. His hair! This is too much! This outfit is insane. His number's so much bigger than hers. Oh, God. The leader. I'm the leader now. Yeah. Oh my God. It's you, Grace. Oh my God. Lucy does not want to do it. He's not willing to murder her because of, it's like him and the cat, I guess, right? Like, he couldn't bring himself to murder the cat, even though he's like, you've wronged me and it's so terrible, but like his personal feelings prevented him from killing the cat. He's willing for Grace to be murdered on his orders, but he can't do it himself. Like, I hate this. Kids, please listen to Grace. Amelia, where are you? Amelia, come back and save this. Oh my God. Cockroach dogs, Gomes, help! Somebody help Grace. He sounds insane.
Tell you we met the conductor? She isn't the real conductor. She's just a woman named Amelia. She didn't make the train.
Are they gonna believe that?
She doesn't care about any of us.
Why do the kids believe this? Oh my God. He's such an incel. It's so scary.
I know you're hurt. I've made a lot of mistakes, but that wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
We're doing it wrong. We can still change.
Grace. Oh my God. If I'm always right? Oh my God. Oh my God. This music's too cool for this fight. I'm just really stressed out. Is this their theme? Maybe this is their theme, so it's just like coming back. Oh, Grace. Grace, I think you need to wheel Simon. I think it's time. This is life or death. Oh my God. You're strong, Grace. What the Ours or yours? It's no excuse. It's no excuse for what he's doing. Girl! Oh my God! She doesn't owe you anything! Gome? Gome has entered the fight. Oh my God, Grace. What? Whoa! No! No! Grace! Oh my God. Grace! Someone help Grace! What is it even doing? Oh God, you're... Yes, Grace, go! Oh my fucking God! Grace!
Why did you... I don't know.
She didn't say we're friends. That's interesting. What the... Wow. I don't want to see him cry. I don't want to see his conflicted emotions about this anymore. It's just too close to reality. I can't. Like, I don't think Grace is dead right now. Like, again, I said I didn't think Tuba is dead. And Tuba, I think, probably really is dead. I don't think Grace is dead. But, like, I don't want to see Simon crying at this point because I'm... In my opinion, Simon's, like, too far gone. And I don't want there to be empathy for him at this point. I don't want to say he's just, like, a troubled guy. Like... I can't do it. I just hope Amelia shows up and we can get through this because, like, oh my god, this is so terrible. Oh my god, the Dennisons saved Grace! I really love that. The Dennisons understand that she cares about them now. Is something else gonna kill him so Grace doesn't have to? Wow, Simon did die. Wow, okay. What? The Gomes can't survive sucking someone's soul out or whatever. I'll kiss her on her side again? That's great! Grace, what are you gonna do with these kids? What are you gonna do with them?
This is the last thing I ever wanted. But we know the truth, and I can't ignore it.
Grace is such a good leader.
We're all on this train for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But it's unfair for me to tell you how to understand yourself.
Wow, almost like it's unfair of the train to tell them to that they have to understand themselves a certain way. Wow, what an interesting query.
I don't even fully understand me.
Yeah.
But together, we can make some changes.
Wow, her number's so low.
We can't be the apex anymore.
That's right, girl.
Then what are we?
Kids. How about starting to repair some of the
Guess we'll have to figure it out.
Dennison cars? I mean, that would help something. Origami bird. Now it's just Grace. Well, we have the ending. I mean, I guess I'll start with things I liked, because there were things I liked. I mean, I love how open-ended it is in terms of, like, well, it's not like Grace is just immediately going home, but it does seem like something that if she chooses and wants to go home when she gets her door, she's fully able to go and do, which is great. I like that they haven't, like, clearly said what they're gonna do, but, like, they can now take the time to figure out what is the apex, like, what is the broken up apex gonna be for these children? Are they gonna try to work with the Dennisons to repair a lot of the things they destroyed? Hazel ending up with Amelia feels really right, because Amelia is so... she knows so much about this train. She has had such a long, difficult journey, and she's very strong and capable, and I think she can help protect Hazel the way Tuba was before, but also hopefully give her some answers to, like, why she has these Ulrich memories. And like I was saying in the initial, like, thoughts of this video, like, I do think it's such a nice thing to have those two together, because while Amelia didn't intend for Hazel to exist as Hazel, I think Hazel is going to give her a lot of that positive, like, the positive memories of Ulrich in a new form, but also being able to appreciate Hazel as her own person. She is a separate person, and I think that's, like, really wonderful for her. I think it's really nice for Hazel to have such a strong capable, knowledgeable person at her side. And I love that the show is like, all right, Grace, like, we understand why you're presumably switching sides right now to try to keep Hazel safe, but like, in doing that, you have destroyed your trust with her, and you are not getting it back, at least not right now. Like, as far as the show ending right now is concerned, like, you're not getting it back. And that is a consequence you have to live with, like, because of what you did. Again, like, it's nuanced, and like, I certainly empathize with Grace for doing what she did, but like, I love that they made it like, no, like, your decisions have consequences, and this is a consequence of that. She chose to go with Amelia. She may never see you again. And that's just like how it is now. Like, I think that's really great. So I really wasn't sure if they were gonna kill Simon or somehow like come up with a way for him to like maybe take that very slight step to just understanding things from a new perspective for the season. But that's not like, they laid out like it, looking back at it now, it makes so much sense that like they set him up to be like pretty like sympathetic, but then like to not be able to like handle a lot of new information if it opposed what he thought. Like the fact that Grace was so able to connect with Hazel and some of the other denizens in this season, whereas he like, not even Tuba, he couldn't, and Tuba's like so easy to love, and he couldn't even love her. I think it makes a lot of sense that in his final moments it just showed him at his worst. But yeah, the Simon stuff is so hard to think about, and it's really like, part of me is relieved that he died just so that he won't be a danger to anyone else, but like I am honestly so worried that him dying can also like make him feel like a martyr in a way. I don't love that. I just want to be honest. But in general, like, wow, what an adventure these last 3 weeks were. Like, oh my gosh. A lot of this I really didn't see coming, and it was very fun to theorize about this for so long. I think it's really nice that we had multiple weeks. Like, I even prefer this to like how book 1 and 2 dropped, because like then it was like just a week, but this was 3 weeks, so you really had time to sit and think about what the show was doing and how it was affecting you and the kind of theories you were taking away from it. I think that's really amazing. I certainly hope there's more of the show. There's still so much they could get into, literally infinite possibilities. So if you liked this, if you had fun with it, please give me comments down below. Please share your thoughts and feelings online. And I know this was a new experiment for me. Like, I've never done reaction videos before. I really enjoyed it. I potentially could do this again with a different show. If that's something you're interested in, let me know that too. I can't make any promises because this is like kind of work, extra work, but if there are enough of you that want it, I'll consider it. Yeah, I'm so tired. All I want to do is finally go online and see what everyone else is thinking about this stuff. I'll probably have a little more energy by the time I can finally get to the podcast we do. Even though, like, I know this is going to come out after it, I always do watch it before then, and my thoughts might be a little firmer and clearer by the time we do that. But, like, oh my god, this is, like, the most uncomfortable show I've had to watch in a while. And I'm really impressed by a lot of it. And it, you know, for all my critiques, like, I do think this is, like, such an ambitious kind of television to be making. Especially in, like, this weird kind of, like, children, teen, young adult space that's, like, not a very firmly defined thing for animation right now. Like, Infinity Train definitely stands out in that, and they're doing things no one else is doing, and that's always inherently hard. So I have so much respect for that crew. I have so much respect for the kind of stuff this show gets into, and let's just hope and pray there's more of it. Just, like, be loud, you guys. Ask them for more. I know I'm gonna be, like, begging for more in whatever capacity I can. So, okay, that's it for this series. I'll see you guys later. Drink water. Go take a walk. Just, like, culminate all this stuff. It's a lot. Bye for now.